Around 2 million years ago, early hominids like Homo habilis formed small social groups crucial for survival. These groups relied on collective foraging and basic tool use, fostering interdependence. Studies show that group living reduced predation risks by 40% compared to solitary individuals. This social structure laid the foundation for neural adaptations to manage complex relationships, triggering the first steps toward modern human cognition. As hominid groups expanded, primitive communication evolved through gestures and vocalizations. Fossil evidence indicates a 30% increase in the hyoid bone complexity around 1.5 million years ago, enabling nuanced sounds. Anthropologists suggest these early proto-languages improved hunting success rates by coordinating group movements. This biological adaptation marked the brain's first major rewiring for social interaction, particularly in the frontal lobe regions responsible for planning. The advent of advanced toolmaking around 1 million years ago required knowledge transmission across generations. Neuroscience research reveals that observational learning activates mirror neurons, which are 25% more developed in social species. Tools like Acheulean hand axes took months to master, necessitating teacher-student dynamics. This collaborative learning stimulated brain regions associated with fine motor skills and memory retention. Controlled fire use around 400,000 years ago revolutionized social bonding. Archaeological sites like Gesher Benot Yaakov show circular hearth arrangements, suggesting nightly gatherings extended waking hours by 3 to 4 hours. These fireside interactions likely accelerated theory of mind development as individuals interpreted stories and emotions in flickering light. The parietal lobe, responsible for sensory integration, shows marked expansion in fossils from this period. Fossilized skulls from 300,000 years ago reveal enlarged orbital volumes, indicating improved emotional recognition. Social groups maintaining 150-plus members, Dunbar's number, required advanced conflict resolution skills. Endocast studies show the anterior cingulate cortex, critical for empathy, expanded by 15% during this period. This allowed early humans to interpret subtle facial microexpressions, vital for maintaining group cohesion during resource scarcity. By 200,000 years ago, Homo sapiens developed complex language capabilities. FOXP2 gene mutations enabled rapid syllable production, while cave art symbols suggest abstract thought. Linguists estimate early languages contained 100-plus meaningful symbols, increasing information transfer efficiency by 80% compared to gestures. This linguistic explosion correlated with a 20% growth in Broca's area, visible in fossilized crania from this era. Intergroup interactions around 100,000 years ago demanded strategic thinking. Archaeological finds like shell jewelry in distant locations proved trade networks spanning 300-plus kilometers. Neuroimaging studies show modern humans use the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, a region 30% larger than in Neanderthals, for evaluating social alliances. This cognitive advantage likely contributed to Homo sapiens' dominance, enabling complex resource negotiations and warfare strategies. Oral traditions became crucial for preserving survival knowledge across generations. Neuroscience reveals that stories activate 7 times more brain regions than facts alone. The hippocampus, responsible for memory consolidation, shows exceptional development in Upper Paleolithic humans. Cave paintings like those in Lascaux served as memory aids, encoding seasonal migration patterns and medicinal plant knowledge through symbolic representation. Over 2 million years, hominid brain size tripled to 1,400 cc, the most rapid neural evolution in mammalian history. Comparative studies show the human neocortex is 6 times larger than expected for our body size. This growth correlates directly with social group complexity. Each 50-person increase in community size corresponds to a 5% expansion in gray matter volume. The metabolic cost was immense. Our brains consume 20% of daily energy, despite being 2% of body mass. Today's hypersocial world stems from 2 million years of neural adaptation. fMRI studies show that social rejection activates the same pathways as physical pain, proving our hardwired need for connection. The average person now maintains 500-plus weak tie relationships via digital platforms, tripling Dunbar's original number. Yet our brains still rely on ancient mechanisms. Face-to-face interaction releases 50% more oxytocin than digital communication, sustaining the biological imperative forged by our ancestors.